Big Brother Diary Room.
Every single season and learn everything that there is to know about everybody.
Please make your way to the diary
celebrity, Brandon.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Diary Room, a Big Brother podcast where we're trying to find the best player in Big Brother history, North American Big Brother. And as of this episode, including this episode, 8 episodes remain here in round 1 of this competition. It's crazy. We are getting so close to the end of the round. Before we get to, round 2 right around the corner. A very fun episode in store for you today. Before I bring in our guest, of course, I am Matt here, as always, with Aman. Aman, what's up?
Hey. I am back as well. Excited to talk some more Big Brother as we are dwindling it down. It's to the point where all the wheels... we can see all the names now. It's crazy.
I'm still just so excited, especially for like those final couple of episodes where it's just like we will know what the matchups could be. Yeah, that'll be crazy. But to get to that point, we have to pull 6 more players today, and we have a great guest to help us do so. Back with us for the second time in round 1, it is Chantele. Chantele, how are you?
Woo! So happy to be here. I mean, I haven't talked about Big Brother in a little bit, so I'm kind of excited just to dust off the recesses of my mind and talk about some of these players from the past who I may have loved or may have loved to hate. So I'm looking forward to seeing who we talk about today.
I know the Big Brother off season. I mean, especially like the farther away you get from the summer, and I guess the closer we get to the next summer. Now we're here in real time. It'll be 2026, and look, Big Brother 28, not too far away, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's going to show up eventually. So this off season, look, it's fun to talk Big Brother. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. Big Brother was like, I remember I loved it so much. I would be so excited for Big Brother's summers. It was always just the summer Big Brother. Like me and my mom and my brother used to watch Big Brother every summer. And it's like, I don't know, it'll always have like a soft spot in my heart because kind of like 3 decades of my life I've watched this show, which is crazy. So, or 4, maybe even to 4. So yeah.
Wow. And there's really nothing like it. I mean, like just the feeling of like the season coming on, the excitement, even when like, we've had some bad seasons in the past decade or so. Obviously the more recent ones have been a little bit better, but even when there's like a bad season, you're still getting ready for the next summer. And it's like the possibilities are wide open as to what could happen. So
yeah. Summer full of possibilities where we walk in so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then we get pissed off by week 2.
The rumor mill's rumoring.
Is there ever a chance that you're actually gonna go on the show? Because you're always the rumored RHAP person that's like, Amon's in the house.
It's not for lack of trying, I'll tell you that. But, what can you do?
This most recent year was actually kind of funny for that because Aman, I mean, if you're not paying attention to this podcast, I guess you might not know that Aman's been back in school and be busy with that. So before this summer, a lot of people, did that whole routine again. And I'm like, you don't know how busy that man is right now. He has no time for that, but I'm not going to ruin their fun.
I wish I was like actually lying about being in school and studying every day. And meanwhile, I'm like sequestered in some fucking hotel. I wish.
But that's the go-to line of like, come on, what sequester room are you writing this tweet from?
No, every season, me or Taryn or now Sharon, like it's just, it's crazy.
And it's not going to stop. It's
especially because Asia was on Survivor, so now it's kind of just like the possibility of it really being real. Like RHAP did Survivor, now RHAP has to do Big Brother.
Chantele, as someone who is on TV, I feel like that's a current tense that I should use. I mean, I've seen that you've been on non-reality shows, but if you were going to be on a reality show in 2026, which one would you have your eye on?
Well, unfortunately, because I'm in Canada, I can't go on US Big Brother. But Big Brother would be my favorite game to go on because you just have a lot of time to be able to win. Like it's just like it's the most winnable show, winnable odds. You can use your social strategy to win the game in most cases. It's
Mhm.
not as chancy. It's yeah, I think it would be Big Brother. I like the format the best. I like, I don't love it just being a numbers game. I like the fact that you kind of have an opportunity to get off the block, even if you're there at the final two and they're voting against one of you or against somebody else. Like, at least you still have a shot. You just don't get just like voted out. So yeah, I think
Mhm.
Big Brother would be my favorite show, or the most winnable show that I would want to go on. Yeah, out of them all right now, anyways.
And then you get home from the season and you're like, who drafted me? Did Amon, Amon get me in the
I
draft? Or
mean,
did he
I
have to really
would
think
be
about it?
like curious.
I know. It'd be hard for me to like focus in the house. I'd be like, I don't know who got me.
Yeah,
How did
totally.
I
I
get
think I
here?
would be all like, "Oh my god, which one of them drafted me?" And I hope I do them proud. I hope I don't ruin the chances.
Take that up with the exit interview whenever that comes for you on the season. But look, sign me
Yeah.
up. Whichever show it is, if it's Big Brother, well, I guess right now for Chantele, it can't be Big Brother, but Traders, Survivor, there's options. I'm
Yeah,
ready for it.
Traders is now back to civilian seasons, or casting
And
for a civilian
Well,
season.
Traders
So that's
Canada always has.
well,
Traders
Traders
US now has.
Canada, they actually did not have open auditions, so like they never made like
Oh.
a casting call. It was kind of people that were selected for season one,
Mhm.
like kind of like a DM slip in kind of thing from casting. Season two was kind of like that as well. It was really hard to, like, nobody really got an audition. And then but we just did season three, right?
Season
That's when
3,
it just
yeah.
happened.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
season three, they opened it up for 1 week, that they had like had people like regular civilians submit. But now season four, it's an actual open casting call, and like you have until mid-January to be able to get an application. So they
Mm.
definitely changed things up. I'm probably maybe because of the popularity, and they want like
Mhm.
if people that are regular people are on the show, more regular people will be watching, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think they kind of realized that, like, oh, right, I need to cast everyday people if we want to have some eyeballs on this. So
Well, I know who I'm rooting for if they end up on the show. Whether it's
I don't think I could
Chantele,
be a traitor though in
get
Canada.
Kirsten on there. Let's do
They
it.
make it hard.
It is really a tough show to play and navigate. You really just got to go and have fun, IMO. And we're in the midst of Trader season right now. So Traders US. What a fun time in reality TV. Well, Chantele, I would like to remind you and everybody of what happened last time you were here on the podcast with us. One of the matchups actually came up in our most recent episode because it was a pretty crazy matchup. It was the one with Kiefer and Marvin. Where Kiefer won by a 3-2 vote over Marvin. I still feel like I think of that one as like one of the craziest matchups to this day. Two heavy hitters.
I'm kind of remembering. Didn't I turn it on you or something like that? Like, made you break the tie?
I don't remember exactly who broke the tie. It might have been me. Yeah, because we had two patron votes, one on each of them. Amon voted for Marvin.
And I voted for Kiefer.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I think you and I voted
I
for
snuck
Kiefer
in and
there.
voted for Kiefer to make you. Yeah,
So,
I remember. It's all coming back to me.
and then a matchup started that episode was not the most exciting. It was John Luke from BB Can 8 versus Natalie from Big Brother 9. So, sure, one of those two people had to go through, and Natalie did.
Yeah.
And then we had from Big Brother 8, Jen Johnson moved on to the next round over another BB Can 8er, Rianne. So pretty good polls to send through.
Yeah.
Kiefer, Natalie, and Jen Johnson. Jen Johnson, look.
Yeah,
Icon,
Jen's
Yeah, it's a good
legend,
the main one there, yeah.
the moment. If
Her
anybody's
ugly
like
picture
ever
and all.
anybody's like watching BB-8 for the first time and they get to the cigarette burning scene, I just like I'm
That might
always
have been on purpose.
I'm in awe of like seeing people's reactions.
How did he
to that.
not get expelled for that? That was insane.
Insane.
I'm not sure what he could have done to get expelled, but it was going to be a lot more than that. They were invested in that man on that
God.
season.
Yeah, why do they love him so much?
Polarizing.
Ratings of it all.
Yeah.
Ratings,
Well, yes,
polarizing.
the daughter situation.
That, yeah, crazy stuff. But Jen Johnson, the legend, is moving on to the next round. And what we have to do today is find 3 more players to join her in the next round. And so, of course, we have the help of this little wheel here with a lot of names on it still. Not as many as last time, but still a lot of names. And 3 more are going to go home. 3
And
more are going to
there's
go through.
still so many big ones too. My gosh.
There are. The fear for me has kind of evaporated a little bit of like, we got Dan out of the way. Ashley just came up recently, so she's gone through. I don't know. I'm not as afraid, but there are still scary matchups here that could happen.
Yeah, but I still feel like we're mostly gonna be fine.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I
This is
say
never
that
gonna
now,
be
and
better.
then
I know.
the
I'm
next
never
thing
like,
you know,
oh.
we may as well find out just how fine we're going to
rip
be.
off the Band-Aid. Do it.
Let's see where
Spit
we're
it.
going to start the day today.
Spit it, baby.
First pick of the day with Chantele. And we're going to Big Brother Canada 3. Ooh, very close between BB Can 3 and BB Can 1. But it landed on 3. And we're talking
That's
about
the
Bobby.
body that dated the Maddie after.
It still is.
Okay, so it's that Bobby. Okay.
That Bobby, yeah. I think his nickname was Fun Bobby.
I think it was Fun Bobby.
That sounds
I
familiar to
need to
me.
see what he looks like again, though.
Bobby. I'll just say one of the nicest people I've ever met. I don't remember. I think it was the BB Can finale, like one of the 2 times that I've been in Toronto now for Big Brother Canada related events, and truly a sweet, sweet man.
Yeah, well,
But I
he's
will be
Canadian,
impartial.
so.
Well, that's true. But yeah, BB Can 3's Bobby. Amon, do we have notes?
Bobby. Like he saying it the way that Cindy said it when she was trying to distract him with her ass in that HOH comp.
Oh my God.
All right. Bobby tried to play a game that would cause as little blood on his hands as possible, even publicly stating that he intended on throwing every HOH comp. However, Bobby was mostly known for his lack of awareness, which made it easy for other house guests to manipulate him. His most well-known move was spreading a lie about owning a secret veto, a lie that worked for 1 week until Kevin called his bluff and nominated him. Without an actual veto to pull him off, Bobby remained on the block and was voted out.
Yes, yes, yes.
I forgot it was Kevin who did that.
Yeah. Chantele, Big Brother Canada 3 is a season that has had a pretty successful run on the bracket so far. A lot of the players have gone through to the next round. Does that surprise you at all from your memory of the season?
I mean, I like that season. Spoiler alert, that's the season that Sarah won, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember like I liked that whole veto when they're locked in that room together. Like I remember there was interesting things about that season that I enjoyed. Yeah, I can imagine that it was a pretty strong season. So they came out for season 2. Season 2 was probably it might have had similar success, but like I feel like people were playing that season and we got some good gaming happening. And so yeah, I can expect that to be a pretty decent season.
Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, Bobby sits like, I don't know, somewhere like right in the middle of how I rate the players of that season. I think he was perfectly fine. I think that lie about the secret veto obviously stands out as maybe not his strongest point because it doesn't do much to help him. But as far as like how much I would trust him in any given season to do well based on what we saw from this season, I have no real reasons to feel not good about him. I feel like he was perfectly social, perfectly fine. Kind of goes out in my memory just because he is a threat. He is someone that if you let him go too much deeper into the season is probably going to do well in comps and win the whole game. He already won an HOH and 2 vetoes as the graphic indicates in his 49 days in that house. But yeah, just Chantele, I think a worthwhile player.
Yeah, it's like I still don't, even when you're saying the stats, like I remember him in the show, in the game, but he doesn't really stand out for me that much as a player. So yeah, like I don't know if I have him as high, place him as high as you do necessarily. But I do agree that he could probably get to about where he got in any game that he played. But I don't really see him being able to navigate and like get to the end and win. Like I feel like this is about halfway is as far as he'll probably ever get.
But hey, making it this far in the season every time he plays, or more often than not, not bad.
That's a good stat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you want to win, but
I think he had a blind spot for Zach as well, because I feel like Zach should have been catching a lot more of the heat that Bobby did in terms of like being one of the more physical guys, a heavy hitter, stuff like that. But Zach, had things that were softening his image, and then he had the relationship with
Ashley
and JP. So whereas I feel like with Bobby, he kind of was just like out there, and like, yes, he did try to say, you know what, I'm not going to win all these competitions, but I think his sort of like rash decision making and sometimes confrontational nature sort of like put him in a position where it was like, well, I mean, if you got this secret veto, buddy, then use it. So yeah.
In our last episode of Mon, we had a comparison to Alyssa Lopez, and funny enough, the comparison that's coming to mind for me for Bobby is Christian Birkenberger, of just like nice guy, kind of golden retriever energy to some extent in the house, and just like, you can't let him get far because he's nice, charming, and can win comps. And unless that player is someone that's like more like a Dane, that's like aggressively going to play the game and really have those allies secured like a Dane did, someone's going to want to take you out. And when he gets taken out by Kevin, it's a unanimous vote, I believe, right?
Yeah,
every single vote went to him up against Brittany on the block. It's just, how do you not take him out when you have the opportunity, unless you have really close allies? And he had people that he liked and that wanted to work with him to an extent, but Bruno, Kevin, they're, aware of his threat level. So
like, and putting yourself on blast saying I have this veto is not going to make when people are already kind of feeling a little cautious around you, saying I have a power, okay, we'll flush it. Like,
exactly. It's like, you have a power, let's try to get you out then. Sorry. Like, use it.
We're also talking about Big Brother Canada, which, the idea of having an extra veto, a secret this, a secret that, not too crazy to imagine.
Now, would you say that's like using production as strategy? Like, are we allowed to do that? Just curious. Like, I don't really care, but I'm just are we allowed?
I mean, I think it's so hard to say. Like, if you're not trying,
I feel like saying something more like production told me this, or in the DR, I was told this, like, you can't do stuff like that. But like, saying, oh, I have a special, I feel like that's fair game, because you could, like, special powers come to be, and you don't have to disclose what you have. So why not be able to lie about what you might not have?
Like, could you be like, oh yeah, I found a secret veto. I got a secret task and I found it in whatever, the drawer, blah, blah, blah. Like, could that be allowed?
You better just make sure that it makes sense.
Yeah.
And you don't pull a dumbass story like Marin and Plur. On
Survivor, you're allowed to pretend to have an idol. Is this too different from that? Of like, I have a secret
Could someone
power?
make a fake veto in the house? Like, how?
I guess that would be tougher, to just show nothing and say, this is what I have. It's like the end of a cereal box or something, and you are trying to pretend that it's something important. But I don't know. I feel like, especially if somebody was being creative enough with it, they're not going to stop you.
Yeah.
And I don't think he got in any kind of trouble for it, for what he was.
No, I just was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we should find Bobby an opponent. Fun Bobby. Let's see if Fun Bobby has a fun matchup. Let's see. Second player of the day here.
Who shall it be?
Big Brother Canada 3, Bobby facing off against.
Okay.
Big Brother Canada 10, third boot, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Chantele.
I vaguely remember her.
I imagine a lot of people are also making right now.
She was the blonde. She got into the argument with who was it?
Oh, yes.
10. Oh, 10's is Kevin. Okay, hold on.
Was it with Kevin that she was arguing with?
Marty?
Kevin's season.
Or was it? I think it was Marty. I think it was Marty. Whoever was the HOH, whoever nominated her, she got into it with, and then that somebody who, oh my God, who was it? I can't remember who she was arguing with.
It was probably Marty. It wouldn't have been.
Or was it Moose?
Was it Kyle? Kyle?
Don't remember
Kyle Moore?
who this person is. Who's this cast? There was Summer.
Because then there was an argument. So we're getting ahead of it, or I'm getting ahead of it now.
It was Moose. It was Moose.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So sorry, that's helping me remember who she is.
Because I'm thinking of,
okay, got it.
After Stephanie gets voted out, then there was the whole thing because Kyle was the HOH that had put her up.
Yes.
And then JC Lynn goes after
and
Kyle.
he blamed it on Moose, saying
Okay.
that Moose was the reason, like Moose told me this about you scheming or whatever. And then that's what, yeah.
She was the one
Yeah,
that was
so
so
her-
shocked. She had the shocked face when she voted out, or what happened? Why would she have this shocked face?
She wasn't expecting to go. I mean, she wasn't expecting to, I don't think, go up, let alone go home, because Kyle was HOH, and that was supposed to be somewhat of her ally through
Kyle again, though. Oh my god.
Kyle Moore.
Kyle Moore, the one that we
Oh,
thought.
yeah,
Kyle
okay,
Moore.
Week 3. Oh my god, that was the hardest week too. Okay.
Also-
Kyle Moore. Okay, got it. I got it all. Okay.
I don't know if this is just the picture or what, but is Stephanie like
Small.
5 foot?
I'm not sure.
Or under? Looks very short.
Was she at, because it was the Toronto event during their season, the finale, right? Was she in the jury? No,
She
right?
was not jury. She was
So maybe she was there.
earlier. She was probably
you
there
guys
in
in
the
the Toronto
audience of
event?
some sort. No, I wasn't anywhere near the finale for this season, but yeah, I would say that the impact that she has on the game is her eviction causing some waves in the house afterwards with the Kyle, the Gino, the JC Lynn, Marty, all that stuff. She just happened to be the person evicted that was at the beginning of this drama going down. But we are getting ahead of ourselves, or I am. Amon, do we have notes on Stephanie?
The notes are very minimal, so
I'm
it's
sure.
fine. Stephanie was an early boot after Kyle used her as a pawn, and his gameplay led many to want to turn his HOH on its head. That's it.
Cool.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, I have some more notes. Let me remind us all what I had to say about Stephanie when I last rewatched. I said that Marty had no trust in her, but she made an HOH comp deal for her safety. She was into Gino, but Gino had his eyes on JC Lynn. She gets put up by Kyle week 3 because a lot of people were suggesting her name, despite Kyle being good with JC, who was good with Gino and Kyle. She shouldn't have been put in that situation, but she didn't have anywhere near enough connections and couldn't convince the house to keep her. Those are Matt's notes. That all tracks with what I remember of her short 20 days, 20 days in the house. Not the most memorable.
Yeah, she really, I mean, she was kind of laying low for a bit. She had some people, she was, her and JC were, coming together and everything. Like, so she wasn't just doing nothing. She kind of just got blindsided by the fact that she got used as a pawn. And then she kind of just popped off, as she should have. I mean, she was seemingly working with all these people, and all of a sudden, all these very same people, all of a sudden, Kyle is telling her, "Oh no, they told me to put you up." Like, this is kind of like a house. Like, I didn't come to this decision myself, and now she's like forced to then like not know who to trust, try to like put all the pressure on Moose. Moose is now looking at Kyle like, "Bitch, why would you tell her that? Like, that was supposed to be just between us." Like, so she kind of just like had to play defense, and her back was up against the wall as soon as she got put up, and I feel like as soon as people started to realize just how well she could talk and how well she could argue a case, and she's kind of like a dog with a bone, she's not going to let up until she figures out why the fuck she ended up on the block. It was kind of like, okay, well, let's just get her out of here then, because like it's just going to be too much. It's too much.
Chantel, were you at that finale?
Who was she up against for when she was voted out?
She was up against Josh.
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah, JC Lynn and Gino both voted to evict Josh, which makes sense with the alliance that they kind of had with Stephanie, or I should say did have with Stephanie. Everybody else was happy to see her go. It was just kind of, I think, giving the same shades of like, the BB Can 8 young pretty people alliance that happens every so often. And it was Gino, JC Lynn, Stephanie, I guess Kyle to an extent, even though he was the HOH that nominated her, that everybody was like looking towards them to get one of them out. And Kyle just for some reason does it. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember just not minding. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Like
Sarah.
minding her.
exactly.
I just was, it sucks. Thinking that you have an ally here and then they put you up. So I would be pissed, of course, if that was my situation. But like, it kind of just shows that she wasn't necessarily playing the game. She was just resting on her looks and her, pretty people alliance, thinking that's going to take her far into the game, which is probably taking her far into life. Not going to lie, but she wasn't playing Big Brother, I would say, from the beginning, because like she could have easily gotten herself out of that situation if she was playing a little bit more quickly.
Even like
More
halfway decent. Yeah. So not a whole lot there. Chantel, on that name mix up that you just had, did either of you happen to, well, I'm guessing no for Amon again, I know how busy he is, catch RHAP Mafia a couple weeks ago?
I didn't see the very end of it, but I have an idea of what ended up happening. I'm looking at the final like 6 or so.
Well, so Jerry Manthe, Survivor icon, legend,
Okay,
robbed from season 50, was having a hard time with names, and it was the funniest part of the whole day, or the whole night for me. She was referring to Shannon Gus multiple times as Colleen.
Yeah. I remember that. I was like, interesting name choice.
Colleen.
And Sharon Tharp became Carol, I believe. I think that was Carol.
Oh, Jerry.
So sometimes you just have to, figure it out and hope for the best. And Sarah here, we'll see how well she can do, or Stephanie actually, up against Bobby. Chantele, this isn't the most exciting matchup we've ever had, but one of them do have to go through. Where's your head at?
I mean, just with days alone and taking action in the game, I'm gonna have to say Bobby is kind of miles ahead of Stephanie right now. It really was a lot harder for me to remember who she was. And she didn't really make that much of an impact. I do remember her shocked face, and that's pretty much all that I remember about her 3 weeks on the show. So I would have to give it to Bobby this time.
Amon?
Yeah. Sorry, girl. I mean, she, I remember watching her, campaign and try to get the votes together and everything. And like she was doing, there was a moment during the week where it could have flipped back, but I just think it's hard for me to say that her overall showing was stronger than what Bobby had going on for himself, because he was also pretty well insulated, even with, his outwardly expressing threat level. So
yeah, I think certainly not the worst player Big Brother Canada, Big Brother in general has ever seen, but it just wasn't enough for her situation of the alliance that I think that she had found herself in. Just ended up working really hard against her. And, Kevin Jacobs is not going to let a group form that doesn't necessarily include him. So, yeah, she had not much of a chance there. This is pretty easily Bobby going through. Obviously some flaws in his game that we pointed out as to maybe why he would have a hard time winning a Big Brother season with his threat level, but still probably overall better than Stephanie. And I also will mention a patron vote here for Bobby from Dan, who had a vote on Bobby, and I believe that vote has been in there for a bit. So
was it
Bobby
vote?
I don't know. Could be. Bobby's handsome.
It could be.
Yeah, how did him and Maddie meet again? Was it at a wedding, or did they go to a wedding?
I have no idea. I would guess. Yeah, I would guess it was just that a group of alumni from BB Can were always like all super close. Getting together quite often.
Oh, when they do that whole, they go to like Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Trip.
So I don't know if that's
one of those
where they met, but they got together. I don't think soon. I think pretty soon after Maddie's season, and have been together since.
Must be nice to, go on TV and make a lot of lifelong friends, if not friendships or marriages from it.
I really want that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like my destiny.
It's like a sorority fraternity, like exclusive.
I feel like we deserve this life. Do you want this life, Matt?
Maybe that's kind of how I found my person.
Being on TV.
No.
I mean, I didn't find someone who was on a show, nor was I on a show, but it was through the world of watching these shows. So
okay, that's something. That's something.
We'll count it in some way. Let's find out who's next.
Let's do it, baby.
Player number 3 here today with Chantele is gonna be
oh boy. Oh boy.
My God.
This
is only BB Can on the board.
It's funny enough, it's not, but this was bound to happen eventually, of like BB Can shifting back into being the majority, since BBUS, comes up a little bit more often. A lot of more BBUS on people's wheels, whatever. Godfrey Manguiza, the Lady Pleaser. How would that nickname go over well today?
It's fine. It's tongue in cheek. It's fine.
Well, like in a world where we have like the Riz God on TV, like anything can be, allowed.
Yeah, people might think. Yeah, that's a fair point. People might think that he could be one of these red pill types with that name, but he's not like that at all. So I think it's fine for him. But
Yeah, I met him at, was it a Bryson Wen event here in Toronto?
Oh, really?
And yeah, he's like so nice. He was like basically like he was telling me like, okay, this is how you have to do like your audition video, and like he's like totally giving me like tips on like what I need to do and like how do I need to be. And I was like, okay, like good idea.
And I believe
but
he
yeah,
was
he's
on
nice.
X on the Beach or something like that. There's a
what?
or Bachelor in Paradise, I think it was.
Bachelor in Paradise, yes.
He was on the Canadian Bachelor in Paradise. I don't think he was there that long. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but-
he didn't find. He came in late, if I remember correctly, and he didn't find anyone. So a few episodes.
I'm glad someone got the obvious idea to cast Godfrey back on another show, because this man, a lot of people out there probably watch this podcast, listen to this podcast, and don't know BB Can, and they just like listen to us talk. Like this man here, while not someone who came back to the show, a legend from his season. Like he is an all-timer as far as I'm concerned. What a memorable moment on JP's eviction. Let's talk about it all. I mean, Amon, let's start somewhere.
All right. Godfrey, known for throwing comps and making entertaining speeches, Godfrey managed to lay low for the first 4 weeks of the game until being targeted by Zach. He played strong socially near the end by covering his bases with the fembots, Brittany and Sarah, and the Diaper Alliance, Ashley, Pilar, and Zach. However, Godfrey did not articulate how strategic his gameplay actually was to the jury, leading them to give the win to Sarah by a vote of 7-2. Yeah.
Do we remember who his 2 votes were from?
Good question. It was probably some of the guys on the jury. I think
was
that they were
one of them Zach?
pretty close with Godfrey or liked him a lot throughout the season. He got a vote from Bobby, it looks like, and Bruno. Yep, nailed it.
Okay.
Bobby and Bruno.
Makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Godfrey, I think he is definitely underrated. I think that we kind of forget about him sometimes, which is so crazy. I remember like JP was like his biggest champion whenever the news about Big Brother Canada 5 dropped, that there were going to be 8 returnees, and there was hardly anyone talking about the fact that Godfrey should be an absolute shoo-in. I still kind of feel like that probably could have happened over different ones. I mean, Bruno, I love you, but I feel like Godfrey should have had that spot. I'm sorry, I love you. But Bruno was great. Bruno was great. We love Bruno. There's no shade to Bruno, but it just goes to show like Godfrey was just like, I think maybe the fact that he was so understated in the first part of the season, it really did sort of maybe like contribute to him not being as memorable. But he had that really key skill of being invisible in the game, but not irrelevant to the game. He was still very privy to what was going on. It's just that he just was like, I'm not gonna take part in any of these like larger, big scope conversations because I don't want to give anybody a reason to make me target number 1. And of course, it only lasts for so long because he still has a pretty loud personality as it is. And, Zach catches on to it. And from then on, it's like, oh, bitch, I actually got to start playing a little more because I got to get to the end. And he did. So,
Chantele, this screen grab here, if you're watching us on YouTube, is probably like, I don't know, is the top 10 crazy to say in like Big Brother North American history of like most well-known screenshots?
It's good. It's good. Is this the same like ceremony where he makes that crazy speech? I can't remember. There's a speech that I remember.
This is the same one where
I want your blood on these hands.
Oh yeah, give me the blood.
Him and Jordan are going to go to the vote, he says to Zach that he wants Zach's blood on his hands. I want your blood on these hands. And then the vote comes in this moment right here that you're seeing if you're watching us on YouTube, where it's a 5-4 vote, and Jordan and his allies all thought it was 5-4 to evict Godfrey. But I believe it was Cindy's vote, right? Cindy with an S that voted to evict Jordan. And so Godfrey had the votes to stay, and Godfrey jumps 3 feet in the air off the ground with just this, like, it looks like he's in a movie doing an action stunt. And
Absolutely.
it's ingrained in my head. And so I had to bring it up on the screen here. But Chantele, him as a player, I think in my mind, pretty underrated. I think he has a hard chance at the final 2 against really almost anyone towards the end of that game. But I think it's just because he played a quieter game than a lot of the people that he was up against. He still did, I think, really good work for himself to survive every week. But it was hard to be up against a lot of the other people there that were a little bit flashier or showier with what they had done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really, I think that his game was definitely underrated when he was in the house. I think looking back and seeing what he actually did, and I think that it would be more respected maybe now or like on a rewatch, especially with like I think he might be the first time, I could be making this up, but like where someone's basically saying like, keep me here, I'll be going after certain people, I'll be the person that you can aim to take people out. Like I feel like that was the first time, at least in BB Canada, where like it was really used as a strategy to be like, keep me in the game, I will take out your biggest competition. And so I think that, we have to give it to Godfrey. I think he did a really good job, but it really wasn't respected at the time. So
yeah, obviously it was respected well enough by at least 2 of the people in the jury. So like, it's not like it was just completely disregarded. But Sarah and Brittany, big stars of that season, had a lot of attention on them for the journey that they had in the game. Ashley and Peely both had a lot of allies in the game that were a little bit more maybe obvious as far as like what they were doing in the game, because they were doing it with your Zachs and Brunos at time. And Godfrey just kind of found a spot somewhat in the middle between the 2 sides. He was very good with Brittany especially, but Brittany and Sarah to an extent, and then also good with that other side. So he just, again, found himself in a good spot, did a lot of work to maintain that good spot. I think it was just harder for him to explain once he got to the end. But a very, very nice guy, a very, I think, good, underrated player.
Yeah.
And
I think it was just
a legend.
I think it was really hard for him to just really be able to counter the emotional narrative that Sarah had, because there was just like so much of like an uphill topsy-turvy battle that Sarah very visibly went through, especially alongside Brittany. So I just think that the passion of all of that kind of really showed. I think maybe, and I can't remember if he did, so people in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like maybe if he had really tried to talk a little bit more about some of the quote unquote unfair twists that aided Brittany and Sarah towards the end of the game, maybe if he brings that up a little bit in his speech, he's like, I didn't need any of that, I had to rely on my own shenanigans, because it just kind of felt like they were more interested in hearing Sarah's story, and the questions that they had for him were like, you were such a wild card, what were you really thinking, were you actually playing? And it's like, he was, and that's like what got him to the end. He's not Sarah, he's not going to play like Sarah. And it was also interesting that he decided to take Sarah to the final 2 because he didn't want to risk another showmance winning the season, but I guess that just means fuck Willow and Sarah, because they definitely were showmancing. So
On the border, on the verge, maybe, but not like full showmans.
I mean, that's only because Willow left so early, but they were definitely
the vibes.
I forgot about that. We got our own heated rivalry like so long ago.
I also want to say before anybody finishes typing their comments, Riz Godfrey.
Riz Godfrey.
Oh,
no.
Make some shirts.
Yeah, I didn't. That's on me for leaving that on the table for the last 5 minutes. All right. Well, Godfrey is up here and does need an opponent. This
oh my gosh.
feels, I don't know, I just feel
this is scary.
I feel afraid right now.
This could be this could oof. Well,
right? We all feel
I kind of want it to happen though. I want ooh. That was okay. Well,
oops, all BB Can is continuing for a little bit here right now. We're going to BB Can 8 again. Chantele, I don't know what it is about you, but you're summoning all of the Big Brother Canada 8 cast, and we're talking about Michael today, the only person to be evicted.
To get evicted, yeah.
Chantele, do you have any like passionate feelings about this season, considering this is your third player from it?
I mean, maybe I feel that season got robbed. They should have, been invited back, maybe because it's the COVID season. They got shut down, and it was looking to be an interesting season. It had some good players, not Michael because he wasn't able to stick around very long. But yeah, maybe I just feel like they need to have their own day in the spotlight because they got their season cut short.
And you're providing that opportunity for them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm energetically feeding this to them.
Well, the only thing about that is that the last two that came up, and Jean-Luc and Brienne, were both sent packing and both in the same alliance as this man. So I don't know how that's going to go for him today, but we'll see. I'm on notes. BB Can 8? No, right?
There are no
There's
notes
nothing.
for BB Can haters.
Okay. The note is he got evicted.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean,
that's insane. He's the only one to get evicted from a season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
And he looked good doing it. Look at that man.
Yeah,
he's a handsome man.
He ended up dating. What's her
He
name?
and what's her face were like kind of yes.
Oh, another Maddie, right? Okay.
Did they date after the season?
Yeah,
I don't know if they continued, but they were definitely like flirty with each other in the house and everything.
I think they did date a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be making it up, but I feel like they dated for like a year even. Like I feel like they dated for a while.
Michael's one of those people that like after the season, I was like, well, obviously I'm going to follow him on Instagram. And then like, I remember like years later, I was like, what am I following this man for?
Oh no!
But the content wasn't good. He wasn't posting enough thirst traps.
I guess so.
Up for IG and he didn't make
basically. I don't know. But again, crazy to be the one person evicted from your, like, obviously that's not a normal stat because most seasons of Big Brother, we finished the season, but just in case you didn't watch Big Brother Canada 8 and you don't know the trajectory of the season, it was somebody walked from the game, Michael was evicted from the game, two people back to back were ejected from the game, the season was canceled. Chantele, it's a crazy story.
So crazy. Oh, like when you say it like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was a mess. I was like, who walked, but it was the woman, Carol, right?
Didn't even get to walk. The person who actually left the house was Nico.
Oh, I forgot
who that
person is. I remember the name. I don't remember what he looks like right now.
Yeah, I mean, he was barely there. He
didn't even, I don't think he made it to feeds.
And it was Jamar and
Kyle got ejected.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, what he had going for him was that the evictors, right? He was in the alliance with himself, Jean-Luc, Rianne, and Maddie. I think Chris was the HOH that put him up. And they like the evictors went to Chris initially, if I remember correctly, and tried to be like, okay, so like, what are you thinking for noms? Is this like how is this gonna work or whatever? And at first they were off the block, and then Hira wins the veto because Hira's also always winning vetoes, and then puts Michael up. And I think it was Min Lee was the one that went and told Michael, Kyle's the reason that you're on the block. Kyle's the one that knows about like whatever alliance that you're in, and he's trying to expose it, and you're on the block, and then that leads to Michael and Kyle getting into an argument. But it's more so just Kyle yelling at Michael, and Michael just standing there like, bruh, like I don't even know like why you're this upset. Like I'm the one on the block. And then he goes home. And that's Michael's game.
An interesting exit.
No.
Like like how Cody and Jessica steps on the over the table or on the table, whatever. Did he have an exit like that? I feel like
no. Or did he?
Something.
I don't think so.
It doesn't sound familiar.
I think he may have kissed Maddie and walked out.
Yeah,
maybe.
I feel like I remember him being pretty calm and trying his best to campaign like in a normal way, but I also kind of remember him being sour about the fact that he was going to be going out so
Yeah.
early. I mean, I feel like it's not uncommon for like the young, attractive person to just like assume that they are going to be there on this television show they got cast for a lot longer than someone like him ends up being there. And they're like, what do you mean I'm going home first? No.
And who is he up against?
He was up against Brooke. So
Brooke. Okay, we liked Brooke, right? Brooke was
Yeah.
with Sheldon, kind of.
yeah,
Weird
so
thing.
Brooke and Sheldon, you know, and the power duo that they were, Brooke was never going to go home in that spot. But, you know,
This is him, right? He's so handsome.
oh my God, that looks like a mugshot. You scared me for a second.
What? Oh, I think he looks cute there. Maybe it's like prison chic.
I was like, is this new information we're about to find?
No.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Okay. So I was looking at his eviction. Yeah. He hugs everybody, goes up there. Maddie follows him. He dips her. And kisses
Okay.
her,
So there was something
Not
that
a dip.
happened. Okay.
and that's it.
Trying to have his moment. I mean, look, he got his moment. Only one to be evicted.
Yep.
But like it's only been, oh my God, now I'm forgetting her name. She's on Squid Game.
Vanessa.
Vanessa. So she's the only person I think from the season that I've seen do anything else.
Yeah.
So I guess
well,
his dip kiss.
Jamar,
didn't make it.
but Jamar and Minley were both on
Ex on the
actually
Beach.
X on the Beach. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
With
fine.
Juan, which was like what?
Well, how weird was that?
I mean, the question is, who's next? Which one of these players are getting on another show next? Carol,
I mean,
Angie.
Sheldon technically is on TV for boxing or whatever, I guess.
Who is?
Sheldon.
Okay. Because yeah, he was a wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe Brooke. I mean, Brooke is probably the most super fanny out of all of her cast. So
Yeah, but
she's going to continue to pursue something. I mean, yeah.
I think if she was going to, we would have seen it by now. It's just my guess. I think
That's
a
not
lot
her
of these.
fault that she doesn't get cast.
Well,
It's
I
hard
didn't
to
say
get
I didn't
cast.
say she can't get cast. I'm saying I'm guessing she's not trying again after that experience, but I have no idea. No idea.
I would venture to say that she probably is, but she just
Okay.
hasn't landed anything yet. I would
I
venture to say.
don't know if it was the same event or not, but I did meet Jamar, and he's really tall. And so I said to him, I'm like, you're so tall. And he's like, why does everybody think that I'm short? I'm like, I don't know. I just did not think that you're gonna be that tall. It made him like he was better looking. I was like in person. I was like,
know.
I was just like a bit striking. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're working with here.
I have such a crush on that man. Oh my god.
He's very, very attractive.
Wow,
in
now
real
this is
life.
groundbreaking. Amon doesn't usually admit his Big Brother crushes.
That's because like
the rest of us.
I tried like I don't know because Jamar joined us on Twitter so quickly and like he liked so many of my tweets and stuff, and so I was like, okay, I gotta
blushing.
I gotta like not be weird.
And remind me,
kind of like kept that to myself.
So Tyler is not a crush.
Tyler is not a crush.
No,
even though
I'm
you were
not.
so
I know.
determined to make him one.
I know.
Which Tyler?
Tyler Crispin.
BB20.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like figure out where like you.
Tyler's
put
a
your
very
mark
good-looking
on.
man, but I've never like been into him with that. No.
And Josh Martinez.
Josh is not a crush. No.
I thought you were going to talk about Josh and BB 10.
Okay,
He's so
and this
cute.
isn't Amon like saying
he's
these
also
people are
very
not
tall.
attractive. It's
But,
just like
but Josh is
this
good looking
one of
too.
your
I
crushes?
just love Josh. I'm just like a huge Josh fan, but I don't like him in that way. No.
I mean, generally people react to, or sometimes people react to a crush in the way that you did when Josh joined that call, but that's okay. Chantele, did you see the finale
You're
podcast?
So
on,
shady! Oh my
27?
god!
I must have.
When Josh
Maybe I
joined the
didn't.
finale recap and Amon screamed
Did you-
so
did you-
loud, I think he broke
Who
YouTube.
else was on? You?
I just didn't expect it.
You?
I wasn't there. It was
Rob?
Amon,
me,
yeah,
Booyah,
Rob,
Rob,
Melissa.
Taryn, Melissa. You know.
Oh, the crew. Okay. I don't know if maybe I didn't see the whole thing. I would have watched it. I would have
Good.
imagined.
Don't go back and watch
check it
You
out.
know I am now.
YouTube shut
Everybody
down.
listening and watching.
They said we have to find out what that noise was.
There were so many people in like the comments saying Amon should be embarrassed. I was like, you're not wrong.
But not for a crush. All right.
He's not a
well,
crush. I just got like it would be like
That's
if
what
I like
I'm
saw It would be like if I saw like Lady Gaga or something. Obviously not, if it was Lady Gaga, I would like see.
You don't have a crush on Lady Gaga?
But it's like that's the excitement that I was feeling in that moment. Not like, oh my God, he's so cute. Like, no.
I mean, yeah, no, I think Josh and Lady Gaga are on the same level. I agree.
Whatever.
I mean, I guess like one time I think like was it on I think sometime when Taylor popped in once and I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like like I can understand your surprise there when you're somebody that you see that you haven't spoken to pops
I am
in,
a dramatic person. I don't know why I was acting like I am not.
Look, some people are new. Some people don't know that. And when you of course, again, had a busy summer, so you pop up on like one or two podcasts, and then if someone's meeting you for the first time,
I haven't even been on the show the whole time, and then when I am on the show, Josh is there. It was just a pleasant surprise.
Who's this guy making like my dog cry out of fear of whatever noise just came from the television?
I have a penchant for histrionics. What can I say?
That's what we call it. Well, Big Brother Canada 8 not doing very well here in this competition. On the flip side, BB Cam 3 is doing rather well. Has already sent a player through today. The matchup that we have here, Godfrey versus Michael. Chantele, what do you think?
I mean, there's no real matchup. I'm sorry, Michael. Godfrey got to the end of the game. You got to the beginning.
To the beginning is crazy.
Yeah, I think Godfrey with his epic speech. You have his screens grab of him jumping there. He's just a little bit more legendary. It took me a little longer to remember who Michael was, and Godfrey. Like I know who he is. So, yeah, 1,000,000% is Godfrey.
That was really funny.
Lady, please.
All right. Well, let me. Godfrey, 2 votes for you. Amon.
Yeah, bye, Michael. I mean, you're a very handsome man, but nah.
Look, he's good at getting evicted. He
he
a special skill.
He should wear that with pride.
Yeah,
he's the only person to be evicted on his season. That is a unique statistic.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody else in Big Brother, I would venture to say, in all of Big Brother and its iteration,
anywhere,
can say that they are the only evictee on their season.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I would agree. So yeah, Michael's going to go out here. Ultimately a 4-0 vote because we have a vote on Godfrey from Devin. Another vote that I think has been sitting there for a little while, but finally came up here. Not that Devin. Devin would vote on himself, obviously. But yeah, Godfrey going through so far. BB Can 3 having a really good episode. BB Can 8, actually both 3 and 8, I believe, have 1 player left. And BB Can 8 now at 4-11. What a record.
Who's left in BB Can 8?
Chris Wiley.
Oh, the brain transformation.
Oh, and the mentalist.
Remember his damn mom.
And BB Can 3 only has Willow left. So maybe that'll be the matchup here.
You could be the season slayer, Chantele.
For both seasons.
Season 8.
Let's see who's up next in this accidentally all BB Can episode. Anybody from BBUS out there? Anyone? Oh, well, did we?
Oh my god! No, stay! No!
We almost summoned Devin Shepard as we were literally just talking about him.
No.
But instead, the wheel moved a little bit on, and we're going to Big Brother 13 to talk about Cassie.
Don't nobody care about no damn Cassie. Go back to
I
Devin.
don't remember who she is at the moment, so let's.
She was a really pretty Southern belle who went.
What was the name of the alliance that was Dominic and Keith? Was it the Regulators?
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that the one that eventually formed later? I can't remember.
No, that's what this alliance was. It was Dominic, Keith, Cassie, and Lawan. That was formed to counter the returning players, to combat the golden key twist, according to Wiki. That's a great way to word it.
Yeah.
Formed by Dominic in the first week. Yeah, Cassie, definitely not the most memorable player, but hey, BBUS, let's talk about you for a second.
All right. Cassie entered the house as a newbie and quickly joined the ill-fated Regulators, setting her target on the veterans. Cassie was left blindsided when her ally Keith was taken out. Cassie began to develop a petty rivalry with Rachel, resulting in her being backdoored by the latter's ally, Jordan. Cassie was evicted by a vote of 9-0, placing 12th.
Feels like a bad idea to start a rivalry with Rachel. I guess, that wasn't super clear to people all the way back in Big Brother 13, even though they probably should have just seen Big Brother 12. But what do I know? Chantele, I don't blame you by any means for struggling to
I'm
place her.
looking at these pictures. I'm on her Instagram, and I do not remember this woman to save my life. So that says something, I would say.
Let me look at my notes again. Oh,
Say
sorry,
again?
go ahead. I was going to look at my notes because we don't have much here.
Okay, yeah, let's hear your notes.
All I had to say was that she seemed like a sweet girl, but didn't vibe with Rachel. Her partner was Shelly, who was beloved by the rest of the house. So she never really stood a chance when they were on the block against one another. I didn't think she did anything too wrong, was just clearly opposing the vets, and they executed their shot once the shot was available. So yeah, I mean, this twist at the beginning of the season where partners were going up against one another, and she had to go on the block against Shelly when she was going to go on the block. Shelly was forming relationships with Jeff and Jordan and others on that side. So the option was pretty crystal clear that Shelly was going to be the one that got kept here. But Cassie herself really, I don't think, made her mark on the game. Maybe anybody who was watching the season live feels differently. That wasn't me, unfortunately. But the 20 days she was there, I don't have the strongest of memories.
Yeah, I mean, we know how returnee seasons go. It's really not an open strategic ecosystem at that point. The vets are just running shit from top to bottom, and if there's any semblance of resistance, it's off with your head. I also think the Rachel thing is pretty significant, being that I don't think that Cassie was ever mean or anything. She was just confident and a woman of very few words, and I feel like Rachel just took that as her being smug or her being sneaky or thinking that she was better than everybody else. Sometimes when you have people that are gorgeous like Cassie is, people just automatically assume they have to be haughty and narcissistic and just mean, and there was nothing about Cassie that really made her present that way. She just didn't talk a lot. She's not overcompensating for anybody else's insecurity, right? So she was just there. She got screwed by the house sort of really conspiring with the vets. And it just didn't work out for her. I just think it was not a good season for her, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely very hard to come into a mixed cast with vets versus newbies. It's definitely difficult because yes, you want to be like, hey man, it's our first time, it's our first season. You guys have done this before, get them out of there. But people still are gonna want to work with the vets, and so being any sort of resistance can get you, evicted from the game. So
yeah,
how did the twist work though? So people were just being nominated in pairs, their pairs, and how did they choose the pairs? Was it just random?
So I think the pairs were it was the people that came in together. The returning players were Jeff and Jordan were a pair, Dick and Danny were a pair, and then Danny ended up getting the safety until jury when Dick got removed from the game.
Right.
And then who was the other pair? Rachel and Brendan were a pair, and then all of the newbies ended up in pairs. So when the vets were winning early HOH competitions and only nominating the newbies to go on the block, it was just okay, well, if one pair comes off the block, then a different newbie pair goes up instead. And it was just very easy for them to take their shots and have control of the game, where they could ensure that they were able to stick together and get out these people, especially from this alliance that were forming an opposition to them that was just never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
When they brought this cast together of the returning players, of course they want them to go far and do well. So
exactly,
these people didn't stand a chance.
It just was not a good cast for any of for some of the newbies were able to sort of
I think
some of the
Shelly
newbies were able
to have a name for herself.
Yeah,
a little bit.
As much of a name as you can, yeah.
I think Cassie being paired with Shelly is also kind of a shitty part for her game, because Shelly at that point was so team vets. She just wanted approval from all the greats at that point. So if she had to throw Cassie under the bus, she was going to do it. So it was
I
just
mean, you kind of have to do that, right?
yeah. So
obviously
guys.
there's not much here, but I do. I just decided to do a Twitter search for Cassie Colvin and see what are the people saying about her ever. She has a Twitter account at Real Cassie Colvin. Hasn't been active since 2017, but she is followed by one Asia Welch. So maybe
Okay,
maybe Asia has more to say about Cassie.
we should find out.
Cold
Should we
call
message
Asia
her?
right now.
A tweet from my birthday 2024, someone is saying that their picks for the hottest ever Big Brother players are Will Kirby and Cassie Colvin.
Y'all have got to stand up when it comes to Will Kirby. Y'all have
I
to-
love
What do you
Will.
mean?
Stop it.
I mean, he's not even like my type or my guy, but like
I
Will
had
Kirby.
such a crush on that man when on his season. I'm
All right,
watching the
I'm not
live feeds, and I was just like, I love him.
I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum.
Ooh, another person, actually just a lot of comments about how pretty and attractive Cassie is. Somebody said it
she's
was the
gorgeous.
summer of 2011, 14 years old, and my heart skipped a beat for Cassie Colvin. Give this woman another chance.
Just because she's pretty.
Yeah.
She is really, really pretty. Even she's improved with age as well. Like looking at her Instagram. Yeah, she's a gorgeous woman, but didn't make an impact in my memory for her gameplay at all.
There's a Twitter account at Real Daddy Colvin
Okay.
from a man named Jeff Colvin. And it is a tweet that says, my beautiful daughter, model / actress, Cassie Colvin, of like a picture of her modeling. Now I'm just trying to figure out, no, this looks like it's actually her father at Real Daddy Colvin.
Oh, real daddy.
Not real daddy. Daddy
don't-
Colvin.
Very
I don't know
pretty.
what to make of this account.
She has done some acting as well.
That's what it's looking like. Okay, good for her.
Nothing that I've heard of.
And now I'm finding
Oh, All Rise. Okay.
political tweets on his account, retweeted from Shelly's account, and I'm gonna stop there.
All right, let's just move on.
Okay.
That was fun. I did have Cassie's name in mind for a while as one of those players of like, what are we going to talk about? So we filled 5 minutes. Look at us going.
Yeah.
Well, one player left of the day today,
And looks like they're about to have a smooth sail into
now you'd think so, but we've had weirder situations happen, so let's find out. Who's up next to close out our day today? Here with Chantele, it's gonna be oh god, no. Big Brother 9 Chelsea.
Okay.
Bob?
This is horrible.
Is she the one that dated James? Am I
She has
making
the bob
wrong
and she was
again?
with James. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
it back. Take this whole deal back.
Why do we dislike her? Just remind me.
She is nasty.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the Big Brother cast was nasty, but she and Joshua, the hatred.
Well, the good news is that Chantele, you have now slain BB 9. She is the last one.
Okay, great. That's like, in my opinion, the worst season of Big Brother there ever was. So
Big Brother 9.
Wow.
Chelsea is the last one here. And we'll see if she's going through or not. I don't know. What? What? I'm repulsed. Not at Cassie, but this matchup.
All right, I'll read these notes. Chelsea. Her soulmate in the game was James. Chelsea was the 8th evicted in week 6 in a unanimous 5-0 vote, placing 8th. She is remembered for her bad temper and for talking badly about the remaining house guests when her eviction was announced.
You know, like there are still people on the wheel that I'm concerned about. I haven't even gotten her graphic up because I'm still just shaken about who is here. But like Brittany Haynes, Ika Wong, you know, Will, like there's people that I do kind of want to see have like a nice smooth ride into the next round. And all these layups are just facing off against each other. And it's not helping.
you might have some scary ones then.
It's not helping. But yeah, let's talk about Chelsea. remind me, Chantele, your memories of Big Brother 9. Was it one that you watched closely? I feel like it came up last time.
So I remember it was a winter season. It was a
Yeah.
like a love version. I remember like the guy Alex. I thought he was cute, but he got out early. I remember her name. I don't fully remember her. Oh, kind of. It's coming back to me a little bit.
Mhm.
I remember that James had a career in adult work.
After the season, yes.
Oh, it was after the season. 'Cause I feel like I remember searching and finding him during the season. I thought so anyways.
Oh, maybe it was beforehand. I'm not sure.
I feel like I looked up his work.
Oh. Well, you're
This
not
is
alone.
what I remember about this season.
You're not alone. And people should be more brave to admit that, even if Amon's a prude.
You did
Hey,
look
I
it
have
up.
I have no problem with sex work. Get it how you live.
But like you looked it up.
He's
I
gonna say
looked it
no.
up.
Oh, okay. Look, when you find out information about your favorite Big Brother house guests,
Yeah,
or
like when you
your-
watch somebody for like 30 plus episodes on TV or on the feeds, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's like deleted scenes out there. You're gonna go search for the deleted scenes.
Chelsea is nasty, was nasty, probably still is to this day. She was just as mean and awful as Joshua was. Maybe, I don't know, I guess you could say a little less, because Joshua was the one that was talking to Amanda about like, her past father who like, ended his own life, and saying like horrible comments about her having to do with that, and just all of like the nastiest things you could ever imagine saying to a person. But yeah, she wasn't close behind with some of that commentary and working with Joshua and supporting him in the game, and yeah, just mean spirit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these stills of her, and I remember definitely not liking her. And that hair. I mean, her hair is iconic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of hard to like try to say that she's any more worse than some of her castmates, because we know the story of BB9, and I feel like as far as the gameplay is concerned, I feel like the season did sort of reward messiness and emotional conflict. And I think where she falls into all of that is that she is a reactive, messy player. Like, it was all, every single move that she made, it was all in response to something else. It was all in response to an argument that she had, or something that pissed her off, or just it was just very much like a tit for tat type of game, which can be interesting to watch if you just are like watching BB9 for like the trash TV of it all. But as far as her skill at the game, I mean, if I'm taking the temperature of the BB9 house, I think she's fine. I think she's like middle of the road, like, because she's not the only one that was talking shit in there, like, so.
She wasn't the only one, but she was a big one.
She was
doing all that stuff. Just like so nasty. I don't know how she wins a jury vote ever, really. Even with like some of her friends that ended up on the jury, in like your James's or Sharon, Joshua, people that were like working with her in the house. It's just, that's not someone you want to reward with anything. But like, to be fair, neither was most of that cast. But somebody had to win. It's just an absolutely insane season where somebody had to walk away the winner.
And that winner was interesting too.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just looking up Joshua because I'm like, who's Joshua? And did he go on to do like soap operas? I feel like I've seen him in something else after.
I can't imagine anyone looking at what he did on the show and hiring him for another project, like with the things that he said. I know it was a different time, a different year, but like, if that's the case, I have a lot of questions.
Fair.
So nothing that I've heard on that front. Chelsea was mean. They were all mean, but her and Joshua, I probably Joshua's a clear number one of like the worst in that house. I think he has
an accent, right?
Joshua? Yes, slightly Southern, I think.
I feel like you remember him yelling with having a bit of a Southern accent.
Should I look her up on Twitter?
Yes.
I can't even
Save
begin to
yourself.
imagine what what
Her
that would
tweet-
look
her
like.
tweets would be like-
Hart. Well, while I do that, do you guys want to place your votes between Chelsea and Cassie, which we said was a slam dunk for whoever got pulled? But what do you guys think?
Oh man.
I
How many
think
days did Cassie last? 20?
20, I think. Yeah. So Chelsea did last longer.
More than double.
more than double. And and she has an HOH under her belt. She has a POV under her.
And she has that bob. We had to record the bob.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to Chelsea. Sorry,
That's
man.
insane. Oh my God.
It might have to be a slam dunk for Chelsea because
Oh, you two are out of your minds.
I'm like, really?
Sorry.
You want to win Big Brother, you need to be likable. Cassie was not unlikable.
But
She
it's
was in a-
BB9. It's BB9.
Yeah, it's
They
like
all sucked.
with the worst of the worst.
I mean, I will make the
worst?
legitimate case for Cassie here, not just like besides like Chelsea sucks. Like
Tell
she
me,
was
let's see
screwed.
if we
Like
can
Cassie
move my
Cassie
notes.
was fully, screwed alongside. And I made this exact same argument for Keith when I wanted Keith to go through over Cindy with an S. Just like these guys didn't have a chance. Like
But
even
Keith
more
also
so.
sucks though. Like his
And
his
maybe Cassie
strategy
wasn't much
talks.
better, but
His strategy talk sucked. He freaked out everybody that he was trying to align himself with. They all disowned him after like day one. He sucked.
Who's Keith again? Like
he was the
The
first
black
boot
guy, the preacher guy.
in season
13.
in season 13 with
Oh.
with Cassie.
Right.
It's
I
one thing
would
to be on Big Brother
City with an
19
S.
or
You can and
another
you
season
will.
with one returnee and get screwed over because like, oh, obviously the game is going to favor Paul. In BB Can 12 it's going to favor, Spicy V and Anthony. But like to be in a season where half of the cast is returning players and production has this twist in place, not only at the beginning of the game, but obviously at the end of the game to get Rachel and Jordan farther and make sure that they survive the final 6. Like every step of the way, there was some bullshit to make sure that the newbies didn't stand a chance. And so why am I defending Cassie Colvin? But like she got screwed and Chelsea sucked.
She still did better though than season.
Look, I've made my case. You guys vote.
I mean, I totally
Yeah.
understand like not liking her as a personality. There's no way that she will win against the next person in the next bracket.
But she has an alliance that's somewhat stable.
Well, she's able to at least find other shitty people.
Shitty
You know what I mean? Like
The shitty
she's
people
able to
like.
make shitty friends.
She
That's
found
pretty
her.
good.
She found her people. Cassie couldn't find her people.
She outlasted her like a whole month.
Well, let me just ask you, Aman, because the last time it was a shitty person versus an early boot, it was Joshua versus Swaggy C, and you voted for Swaggy.
This Joshua that we're talking
It
about.
was the Joshua that we're talking about that was
Swaggy
aligned
C
with Chelsea.
would be. I'd vote for Swaggy C over Joshua.
Right. So why aren't you voting for Cassie over Chelsea?
But I is
Because I just feel like Swaggy C did so much more than Cassie did. Like Swaggy, like he was
he
the
got
reason.
you proposed to, like
He was
they
the
or like got his
reason.
friends or his family, involved and like did that whole thing. I think he did more.
Yeah,
I
so
think
yeah,
like-
Swaggy C has icon points, but also like he was the reason that there were like a big reason as to why there were two sides of the house. Like he created Falte and all of that. Like he had like a team that was about to move forward until Tyler outplayed his ass real quick because he could tell that Swaggy was going to be a problem. You couldn't say the same thing about Cassie.
They have the same birthday, I believe. Did you know that?
Who?
Tyler and Swaggy.
Oh, I did
Oh,
not
really?
know that. That's
If
hilarious.
I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, they're both February 17th,
That's hilarious.
right? I thought
I
it was
did not know
interesting.
that.
I was like, we're together, guys. We should.
The Chelsea Hart Twitter search is all over.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Why?
really-
What's coming up? Like, is there many Chelseas?
I think there's some ironic standing in here. Or maybe it's not ironic. I'm not sure.
Was it us? Was it me?
I-
Just kidding.
I'm
would
not
not have been
sure.
standing her.
So there's, I don't know, not enough to really pull anything fun out of all of this. Is Chelsea going through? Is that what you guys are telling me?
Yes.
I remember her.
Okay,
There's that.
if you say so.
Oh.
Did not expect to be here today defending Cassie Colvin. But you know what? Let me just say, if I'm going to stand up and try to, get a couple of like really attractive men through to the next round, then I'm sure there's straight men out there watching this podcast.
What were we going to talk about with Cassie if you put her through next round?
I mean, besides like how
there's
rude
much
she
more
is.
to talk about with Chelsea. There's much 100%. More of a game.
Ugh.
And then we're going into round 2 with Cassie. You just want Cassie.
Well, someone think of the straight men. Won't someone think of them?
Cassie's fine. She'll be fine.
Hopefully, with real Daddy Colvin out there as her, biggest fan. Okay, that just happened. Let's talk about it. Today we had, in the most recent matchup, Big Brother 13's Cassie Colvin evicted from the bracket, which takes a little bit of a hit to BB13, which was otherwise doing really well. Portia, the final player left from the season that is yet to be pulled. Chelsea, mind you, goes through to the next round, which brings the numbers. First of all, closes out Big Brother 9 and ends their run in round 1 at 5 winners and 11 losers.
So there you go.
I would say that we did BB9 its just due. Okay.
BB9's just due would be that they all don't make it to round 2, but that's not the world.
Do you have offhand who else made it?
Yeah, well, one of them made it from this episode with you last time, Chantele, with Natalie.
Am I just putting people through from BB9?
You're summoning Big Brother BB Can 8, and you're sending through BB9 is what you've contributed with us here in your 2 episodes. Quite the legacy. Sharon has gone through.
I guess.
Sharon has gone through, which is like infamously like the only somewhat rational person from that season. Natalie went through, James went through, but he was matched up against another player from the season.
Okay.
In Maddie. Alex went through, so you will be happy to hear that, having had a crush on him. And now Chelsea to the next round.
I mean, the people that have gone through have been decently strong compared to the rest of the cast,
It is funny. I still find it that the top 3 all did not make it. Adam, Ryan, Sheila, all gone.
I'm starting to think that some of these other winners might not make it through because we're getting down to the wire, and we still have quite a few winners on here that could get drawn together because
42 players left, and 5 of them
are winners. Not looking good, or at the very least, some of the either it's winners that might not go through, or some of the other big names of people that we love that might not go through because they might get paired up with a winner.
I will say, maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to plug Patreon. We have our battle back votes. So if anything goes too haywire, hopefully we can get them back voted into the competition.
Y'all don't want Ika or Brittany Haynes to get eliminated round 1.
Crazy.
As of this podcast, again, there's 8 episodes left, including this one, which means 2 battle back votes proper. And then there will be 1 more battle back vote at the end of this half. And then I have my own battle back vote that I have yet to use to bring somebody in from the second half. So 4 more players will come back in some variety. I don't think they'll be from today's episode, but crazier things have happened today.
Well, we don't want Ika gone. We don't want Gary gone. We don't want Brittany gone. We don't want Ozza gone. There's quite a few of them that might get taxed.
We'll see. And somehow
at least
Chelsea
it's not on me. Okay.
You survived.
I survived the bracket.
In the second matchup of the day, we had Godfrey go through. Luckily, he's safe for the next round up against Michael Stubley from BB Can 8. And fellow BB Can 3 player for Godfrey, somebody who voted for him to win, Bobby, is also in the next round over BB Can 10's Stephanie. A short-lived time in the game for Stephanie.
I'm very satisfied with how things went down.
Are you?
I'm sorry about the Chelsea thing.
No, I do.
Controversy
is Controversy
by
is
it.
not a bad thing for this little entertainment show we're trying to put together, but still insane. Chantel, this was a crazy poll, crazy 6 polls, but I hope
This
you
is
had fun
fun.
with us here today.
I mean, I always have fun. I'm happy to be invited back, talk about Big Brother, really just get my mind like thinking about these shows. I need to do a rewatch, but it won't be of 9, it won't be of 8, but I think I need to watch some of these old seasons again because it was my favorite show, and so bring back some like great memories. And so
Yeah.
you guys jogging my memory here, it's like, I don't know, it just touches my heart. I love Big Brother, so thank you.
Love it. Chantel, where can people find you if they are looking for you to see any other content that you're putting out there these days?
Sure, maybe I'll post something on Instagram, so at ShanFranFran. But I do have a YouTube channel, Reality Realness with 3 S's. Right now, I guess I just finished the challenge.
Yeah.
Wrap that up. Just talk. Probably going to talk soon about the reunion part 1 and part 2. And after that, maybe probably the traders. We know that our little boss is going to be on there. So I'll probably want to be covering that on my channel as well. And then Love Island Games should be happening soon as well. So I will be covering that on my channel.
All right. Well, everybody check out Chantele over on Reality Realness. Always a fun time over there. Aman is likely covering Drag Race back for its 18th season over on RHAP. So check that out.
Check us out. It's just me and Beth this time around. Liana will not be returning for the season. She might make an appearance every now and then, but it'll be primarily me and Beth. So yeah, just make sure you check us out over there.
All right. And check me out on the Free Agents podcast all the time, especially right now. The trader season is ongoing. So check out all of our coverage of the traders. And we're rewatching the challenge. So if you want to learn about the history of the show through our eyes of rewatching the show, definitely come check us out over there. Otherwise, check out everything that we have here on the Diary Room on Patreon, patreon.com/The Diary Room. Again, these battle back votes might get kind of crazy given who is still left on the wheel. And we have the losers brackets we're going to be closing out for round 1 with plenty of fun things coming up for round 2. Only now 7 episodes away. Absolutely insane, but we're getting so close. Thank you again to Chantele for joining us today. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, all the stuff to stay engaged with the podcast, especially subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're getting close to, I think, 3,000 subscribers. So
yeah,
we'll take it. Help us get closer to there. Maybe even by the time round 2 starts, who knows? But that's going to do it for today. Aman, let's go.
Yes. Our thanks to Chantele from Reality Realness once again. And until next time, guys, please go to the diary room.